Alright, so this video is just to support how to make the Jillaball classes work. So you got the skill selection, but you also have with this one a little bit around the equipment selection as well. So again, to re-explain the purpose of this, it takes 3 builds, the Roboteer, the Catalyst, and the Anarchist, and it rolls them into one package. So to make the Robo Tier side of things work, you really need to have a Roid Shield equipped. This will increase Death Trap's base damage, which all these multipliers work off. Even if you don't, I mean, the Height of Terramorphous is the best option for this shield, but if you don't have that, a purple melee shield will be, noticeably useful as well. Even by increasing Death Trap's base damage by 2.8 or 3 million. All these multipliers working off that will help him do some considerable damage. Outside of that, you also want some action skill cooldown rate so that you can use Death Trap more often. With the Catalyst side of things, using the Bone of Ancients, it also gives you some bonus shock damage, and having a grenade that can apply status effect damage will be really useful. So the main skills that we have from the Catalyst side of things is Evil Enchantress and Electrical Burn. These are status effect based skills. So it doesn't calculate the damage from the initial hit of the bullet landing on a target. It's about applying those burns, those corrodes, but mainly electrocution to enemies and the damage that does per second while that's applied. So Evil Enchantress, you get a few points of that. If you really want to maximize that, put some, the Bone of Ancients to increase your shock damage, as we said before, and a grenade that can deal status effect damage. The Chain Lightning will be your best option for electrocution damage. If you look at how much damage per second it does, it's 2.3 million per second. You compare this to your guns, which will be in the thousands, 570,000 for rocket launchers, 470,000 for just standard non-Maliwan weapons. There are some that exceed 730,000 per second on the Good Touch, which has a higher burn damage than other weapons. The Hellfire also has a higher burn damage than other weapons. But none of these compare to grenades, which generally sit on 1.3 million. There's a couple here with 1.4, but the Chain Lightning sits on a massive 2.3. The higher the electrocute damage, the higher the electrical burn. So use your grenades to apply those status effects, not your guns. Now the last part that you need to know to make this work is finding weapons that manage well under a ridiculous amount of accuracy. Your best options are going to be the redundant fibber, the toothpick. The toothpick is relatively easy to farm, has a really high drop rate. The fibber, you can get this as a mission reward. The redundant version, when the bullets ricochet, don't lose any damage, so it'll start absolutely nuking with 600 Anarchy. Another weapon that works well but is hard to get is the Twister. If you can get up close to an enemy, because of its predictable bullet pattern, means that when you shoot this, you'll just have a wall of lightning orbs flying out in front of you. So just to give you a very quick demonstration, you give Death Trap melee shields, he'll be able to one-hit things. You can see he's one-hitting stuff over there. When we've got that, you can see the burn damage is applying there from Evil Enchantress. You may need to reapply it. You might even need to throw a few grenades in order to apply that status effect. But between those two things, and then you've got the fibber as well, being able to melt enemies with that, you've basically got a triple tier system to deal damage. 3-tier system to deal that damage. Now, where's this dude? We'll wipe him out, and then I'll show you why I'm not using the Unkempt Herald anymore. So coming over here, if I was to equip the Unkempt Herald, I found a target here, and I was to shoot at him from this range. That's 1 clip, 2 clips, 3 clips, You know, keeping in mind the range there, we're pretty close. 4 clips. 5 clips. 6 clips to kill him. Now we've got a tougher opponent crawling out here. And I'm going to try and do it with the Fibber without slagging him. 1, 2, 3. So the Fibber is a much better option. Now another thing I sort of want you to understand, we'll just throw him out so he can deal with some guys while we're not really wanting to, is check out those crosshairs. They're pretty wide. That'll give you an indication of how accurate you will be when you're looking down the sights. It's not, you know, perfect. It's just an indication. If you get a gun like the toothpick that has 100 accuracy, those crosshairs will tighten. If I was to shoot now, generally speaking, those bullets will stay within those crosshairs, which makes shooting enemies directly much easier. Much easier. And because it's an elemental weapon, you can also get some benefit from Evil Enchantress. Problem is that it unleashes those bullets super quick, so you are reloading a lot and you will burn through your ammo quite quickly as well. I use this weapon to kill Son of Mothrak because I can actually range the thing with it. Slagging, pretty important still. Once he's slagged, pump him. It's just an injection of pain. Anyway, hopefully those tips will give you a bit of an idea of how to play this character well. Run a Roid Shield, status effect grenade, and then it's just a matter of playing around with guns to find out which ones work better under accuracy, with no accuracy. Higher accuracy weapons still are better than lower accuracy weapons. Of course, you could get a gun with 0 accuracy and you'll be shooting bullets out behind yourself. But if you get a gun with high accuracy, then you're more likely to hit what's in front of you. Otherwise, look for a redundant Fibber, because then it doesn't matter if you're accurate or not. Those ricocheted bullets count.
What are you looking at?
Okay, enjoy.